Welcome to the Consolation game here at Kennedy Gym in Manhattanville College. At the AJ Buchanan tournament, the William Patterson Pioneers will face off against the Brockport Golden Eagles, Tim. It's the battle for second place here, as the winner of this game will be crowned second place, but we're actually going to tune out again as the starting lineups will be announced. We'll be back after the national anthem to preview. Stay with us.
We're just moments away here from opening tip. And the tip-off, and it'll be recovered by Brockport. And we'll have a backcourt violation to start off the game.
Wow. I don't know, maybe noon's a little early, Tim, on a Saturday. I mean, these are college students, so Maybe they're half asleep.
Or the ball over the line just at the front foot and came back. But so William Patterson will have possession here as an early turnover 4 seconds into the game. So Bondos, he'll have it up top. Looks, kicks to Espinal. Going down low, but it's stolen by Brockport, picked up by Josh Nelson. Shem Selden will have control of it up top. Eli, he had a great game yesterday. Shot excellent from the free throw line. Shem Selden looks, he kicks into the corner to Nelson. Nelson down low to Harris. Back to Shem Selden up top. He'll drive, he'll put up a shot, but it's blocked. And there's going to be a reaching foul on, I believe it's on Shem Selden. Actually, foul's going to be called on David Clark there. So inbound now. Sapp will have it. He'll take it up for William Patterson. Picked by Richie Espinal. It looks like he's limping, but he'll get the ball. He'll drive. He'll put it up, and it's going to be rebounded by someone in the paint. I believe Espinal was Espinal. Rebound.
So yep. Good second effort there, Tim. He missed, but he didn't give up on the play. Followed his own shot, and he's looking to put William Patterson on the board and looking for the first points of the game.
So 2 shots upcoming for Espinal. First one's off. I'll tell you, Eli, Espinal needs a really good game today. He struggled yesterday shooting from the field. Free throws weren't such a problem for him, but everything else seemed to be a big issue.
What I've noticed from Espinal, he's scoring 15 a game. The second one's missed. He's scoring 15 a game, Tim, but he really doesn't have the stroke in terms of shooting ability. He just can't get a flow.
As the 3 by Martinez is wide left. Another issue here for Brockport. Brockport yesterday had really big trouble getting rebounds on the defensive end. That's a big thing to look at. Is a 3 ball from Nelson is made. Brockport goes up 3-0 early as they'll score the first point of this game with 18:28 remaining in the first half. So Sapp will take it up for William Patterson now. As you hear the chance of defense from the Brockport fans as they work it down low. It's put up, but it's going to be rebounded by So, and that's going to be a wild pass, and it's going to be tipped away, and Brockport will have it.
Sow. Remember Sow.
So Sam Sheldon will inbound for Brockport. It'll be a pass to Clark up top, down low to Summers, and he puts it in. I'll tell you, Eli, Justin Summers was very impressive yesterday as he made a great impression off the bench, earned a lot of playing time, but he also had a little bit of a blow that kind of lowered everything as a shot put up, and it's going to be rebounded by Summers. But anyway, Summers had a great game yesterday until he had a minor injury. I think his improvement will be very key today. Summers puts another one, but it's missed and rebounded as Richie Espinal will take it up the court.
Ooh, and Tim, that looked like a carry to me. He got away with a palming violation. His hand went underneath the ball.
And 3 ball by Shem Selden is good. Shem Selden struggled from the field yesterday, but made about every single free throw he could make. And he makes a big 3 here early.
So 8-0 lead here for Brockport to start.
There was 17-19 remaining here in the first half. It seems like it's all Brockport thus far, Eli. There's a big difference thus far for Brockport compared to yesterday. Going and rebounding, just defensive rebounds in general, you see a total difference compared to yesterday against Western Connecticut.
Oh, totally. I mean, that's probably one of the reasons Brockport was not able to come up on top yesterday. They did not crash the boards, and Western Connecticut got a bunch of second chance opportunities, but great job so far, and that's why they have an 8-point lead, and William Patterson has been shut out.
And I'll tell you, Eli, at first I was very questioning why they didn't start Tyler Collins, but now it's kind of starting to make sense to me. You know, they need to size down low to get their rebounds, Eli. And the fact that they have size in the height. They have 3 guys now above 6 foot, down low to get rebounds, and you're seeing a big difference here. As he's trapped into the corner from, and it's going to be stolen. Sham Selden will have it. He'll drive down the court. He'll put up a layup, and it's good. So 10-0 for Brockport early as William Patterson is struggling to find offense. So as they move full court press here, Bodmos will have it. He'll kick it over to Sapp. Bodmos will get it back though as they cross the half court. And now, trying to find some offense will be William Patterson here. Screen will be set by Uveris, and that's going to be out of bounds, but William Patterson's going to keep it.
Tim, great defensive energy here from Brockport. Totally rejuvenated team from what we saw yesterday.
Well, absolutely. As Martinez will inbound to Espinal, up top to Sapp. Sapp for 3. That was something he was great at yesterday, but it's going to be a shot clock violation as it's well wide right.
As in front of our booth, Sal with a little trash talking going lockup man. But the ref kind of said, chill out, because that's a warning. If he continues to trash talk, he could get teed up. But
And
Sal's
actually,
pumped up.
Yeah, Sal's actually going to get substituted here, and Tyler Collins will enter for him. Collins had a big game yesterday, Eli, putting up a big number of points. Wouldn't be surprised if he comes out and puts on a show again today. As Sham Selden for 3 misses, but it's going to be rebounded by Brockport. Clark with the rebound, and there's going to be a foul on the play.
No, I actually think it's a clock issue.
Oh, you're right.
So Brockport will have it on the side, Tim.
So Summers will inbound for Brockport. Brockport up 10-0 early here with 16-10 remaining in the first half.
And Tim Collins is back in the game. He didn't start today despite a 17-point outing yesterday.
Well,
so we were both
and
shocked.
Summers for 3, and it's missed. So Josh Nelson, he'll go on Martinez as his assignment, as he didn't play many minutes yesterday due to foul trouble, as a 2 put up by Espinal, and he gets the first points for William Patterson.
And he finally, Tim, gets a shot to go from the outside. He's been struggling with that jump shot, not just today, but yesterday as well.
Collins now, he'll have control of the ball, as that's going to be a foul on Badmos. William Patterson had a big struggle yesterday, and you can say the same thing for Brockport as well. The reaching fouls is something that was a big problem. Do you think things are going to change? A substitution coming in for Brockport. Michael O'Hara will come in for David Clark. So it's inbound on the court to Sham Selden. Sham Selden will kick to Collins, who looks to drive in. Now Sham Selden will have it. He'll drive in the paint. Pass down low to O'Hara, but he misses, but it's rebounded by Summers and put back in.
That's the energy we're talking about, Tim. That's what Brockport needs, and that's probably a reason head coach Greg Dunn has inserted Summers into the starting lineup.
So a 12-2 game, Brockport showing signs of offense, and that's going to be a foul on the ground by Collins. So it's the third team foul for Brockport. It was a big issue for Brockport yesterday with fouls, but they also made it up on the free throw line as well, looking in other ways. As Espinal, and he drains it. So a big difference for Espinal compared to yesterday. He wasn't getting those to fall, but he has all 4 points thus far for William Patterson.
Let's see if William Patterson can get a stop, Tim. Shift this momentum.
So Collins now, he'll get up top after a pass from Sham Selden. Collins drives, he kicks it to the corner for 3, but it's missed and rebounded by
Summers again, Tim. That's the energy we're talking about.
Collins will have it. He drives, kicks it in the corner, but it's stolen. Espinal with the steal. He'll get it to Bodmos and back to Espinal, and he puts it up and draws the foul.
Tim, I'm loving what I'm seeing from Espinal. He struggled early, the team struggled early, but he didn't put his head down. He actually did the opposite. He's been in attack mode.
Espinal
I'm liking what I'm seeing,
yeah. For another 2, Eli, and I'll tell you, he's proven why. He's the team leader and the team captain.
He's 0 for 2 on free throws today, though. 0 for 3 now.
0 for 3. So substitutions coming in. You'll have Xavier Merriweather come in, and also Sean Smith will enter the game for William Patterson.
Tim, you know what Espinal reminds me? It reminds me of Ben Simmons a little bit. As he's a big guy who sees the floor well, but not a good shooter.
Well, I have to say it's one thing. Espinal coming in today was actually a 75% free throw shooter, but he's 0 for 4. So that's a big thing. You need to make your free throws if you're going to work your way back in this game. As Sham Selton drives outside, Merriweather for 3, and he makes it.
Good stroke from the freshman.
He got a lot of minutes yesterday off the bench, and Merriweather continues to prove why he deserves his minutes out there. It's a 15-4 lead for Brockport. So Sapp drives, he goes, he puts it up, and it's an air ball. It's going to be rebounded by Sham Selton. Sham Selton now on a fast break. He'll kick over to Merriweather. Merriweather under low to Summers, and he makes it. Summers has 6 points early here, Eli, as he's looking great.
And Tim, another timeout from William Patterson. I mean, the momentum is just all Brockport right now. And not just on the scoreboard, but like energy-wise, right? We're seeing a huge difference. Brockport wants it a lot more than William Patterson, it seems like.
Well, absolutely, Eli, and there's a big difference in energy. I think they were a little bit dragged down yesterday after the kind of game they had. You know, they couldn't get a rebound at all in the paint on the defensive end. However, they've done great today. Coach Greg Dunn, too, I have to say that, too. He looks energetic today. It was almost like for the first half yesterday, he was just kind of on the side saying nothing. But you see him energized and into the team today, and it's showing. So 13:42 remaining here. Brockport up 13 as they'll bring out the same 5 on the court as before from the timeout. Patterson, they'll have it as Brockport shows full court press yet again. Sapp will take the inbound for William Patterson. Martinez has it. He'll kick it over to Sapp so they can get across half court. Sapp gets a screen from Espinal. Espinal will get it up top into the corner. Sean Smith, who looks down low, and it's put up and in for Henry Vules. That's the first points for, that's the first points that's not produced by Espinal for William Patterson as Sham Selton for 3. Oh no, they're gonna say it's a 2, but he gets it. 20-6 Brockport. As you hear the crowd cheering defense, I'll tell you, that's one thing about these Brockport fans, Eli, they're always very into the team, and you can see why. His 3 ball by Espinal, is short. There's going to be a foul.
It's either O'Hara or Collins, let's see.
From Collins' reaction, I think Collins thinks it's on him. It is on Collins, so it's a second foul since entering the game. And substitution coming in, Abdullah Sow is coming in for Collins. Also substitutions coming in for William Patterson. Montgomery Stroman, who didn't get many, not Montgomery, I'm sorry. St. Simeon Bilbron, who was a starter yesterday, will come in. So down low, Summers will have it, kicks it up, back up top to Sham Selton. Seems like Summers has been a big productive of the offense. There's a spin move and a put up as he draws the foul. Oh no, they're gonna go travel.
Man. I'll tell you, Summers is a little bit too excited here. He's got to control his need to he wants to do a little bit too much here. He's had a good start, but that was just a little bit too much though. Call for steps.
So 12:25 remain now as William Patterson brings it up the court. They'll get across half court and they'll draw a foul. That foul's going to be committed there by Xavier Merriweather, the freshman. And they're talking about something. The Brockport coach is mad about something, and now he's going to go talk to coach, perhaps maybe a warning about something, I'm not sure. So Sapp will take the inbound as I'm very surprised he's been shut down today. As for a 3 ball, he's drained by Sean Smith.
Sow is calling out a play. Apparently a play is called fast break.
So Merriweather will get up top. He's tripped up, but he'll re-corral it. Kicks it to Sham Selton down low, and the put up, but it's stuffed. Summers tried to put it up for a dunk, but instead he stuffed, and substitution coming in. Well, Harrod will get subbed out for the senior,
And
David
Tim,
Clark.
Summers was smiling at the ref saying, how is that not a foul? I don't know. That actually looked like a ball to me.
That
But
looked like a clean block to me. And down to Summers. Summers using his body, he'll draw a foul.
so second time's a charm, huh? As this time he gets the foul.
But only 2 fouls thus far for William Patterson, Eli, compared to Brockport's 6. Brockport yet again in foul trouble before the first 10 minutes of the first half even gone, as they're 1 away from bonus for William Patterson. So ball up top, Merriweather will have it. He kicks it down low, but he practically just threw a ball into triple coverage. Kind of a football reference there, but he threw it up in triple coverage and the ball's batted away.
Remember, Tim, today's only Saturday, not Sunday.
So Brockport will have it back. Sham Selden will have control of the ball up top. Sham Selden looks, great move by Sham Selden. As he tries to work his way in the paint, he'll kick it out, and that's going to be a travel on Sham Selden.
I tell you, they're really calling these travel calls very tightly. I don't know. I mean, maybe a little shuffle as he got bumped, but I don't really see many travel calls here.
I have to say, these
Calling
past
it
few
tight.
days, we've seen a lot of travel calls between the 2 games we've announced, Eli, and it's been very surprising because you don't see, especially in Division III, that many travels. As, that's going to be a foul right there.
Not smart on Merriweather's part. Remember, that's now going to be their 7th team foul.
That's going to put him in the bonus.
There's no need to foul there, Tim. I mean, he's nearly at half-court line.
And
why are you pressuring him?
Substitution's going to come in here for Merriweather, as that's his 2nd foul. And coming in will be Josh Nelson, who started this game for them. So Sapp, you get a 1-on-1 attempt here. And he misses the first one. I'll tell you what, William Patterson, Eli, cannot make a free throw right now. As kick to Summers, he'll put it up, but it's well too hard, but it's rebounded by Clark. Clark gives it to Nelson down low, and they'll reset the offense here up top. Sal will have control of the ball as he looks to drive in the paint. He'll kick it to the corner to Nelson. Clark will have it to Sham Selden, who's going to have to put up a shot for 3, a pump fake, and he draws the foul. It'll be a 3 free throw attempt for Sham Selden as he draws a foul from deep.
His first team's 3rd. The line for the Eagles, number 22 from Sham Selden, 3 shots.
So 3 shots here coming for Sham Selden. The first one is good. Eli, Sham Selden made a lot of free throws yesterday. You know, as we are going to have... Okay, we're going to have a loose ball thing. All right, so 2 more free throws for Sham Selden. But as a free throw shooter yesterday, Eli, Sham Selden was excellent, making most of his points from the line as he makes his 2nd shot here. He's been a big productive player in the offense today as he makes all 3 free throws. But he's been a big part of the offense today, and he's showing why he's the team leader. Is his performance by Sham Selden really important after the kind of game he had yesterday from the field? It's going to be a turnover. Sal is ecstatic as it's a 23-9 lead for Brockport.
I'll tell you, Sal needs some considerations for Trash Talker of the Year. He's really stepping up his game, trash talk-wise.
Well, absolutely. He's really showing, though, why Brockport's a good team. Remember, they're 19-7 last year. The shot put up by Summers is off. Summers gotten a tiny bit cold a little bit, as that ball is stolen by Clark on a Hail Mary attempt.
Yeah, Tim, it seems like Summers is trying to do a little bit too much.
Oh, up to Clark. He just couldn't reach it. The 6'7" junior is down on the floor as well.
Not sure how he got hurt there, to be honest.
I should say a 6'7" senior, not junior.
Oh, you know what? He just dislocated his finger or something. Look, the trainer's going to either pop it back in.
Yeah. Well, when he came down, too, if you look where he landed, we have the towels right there behind the basket just in case if anything's wet or slippery. He must have landed on his finger going down.
I think actually it was the ball, though. On the lob, it just, if it hits your finger at a bad angle, that used to happen to me all the time playing high school ball. It's an unfortunate injury because just if it hits the finger at the wrong angle.
And it looks like it's either his middle finger or his pointer finger. I can't really tell from here, but they'll get that taken care of, and hopefully he can re-enter the game. So they're going to have to do an injury substitution here for Brockport. They only have 4 men on the court, so let's see who that substitution is going to be.
Devontae Jones,
it is
the
Devontae
freshman.
Jones. Okay.
It looks like Summers actually got taped up on the arm too. Must have been a little bit bloody. It's below like the elbow area, so.
So 10:18 remain after the injury timeout.
Things are getting chippy here, huh? In just the opening 10 minutes.
And I'll tell you, this has been a very solid game for what the score shows. It seems like the offensive end has actually been great. William Patterson just hasn't been able to get the shots to fall as Espinal drives and draws a foul as he'll go to the line again. So, question is, can William Patterson make a free throw? Espinal 0 for 4 today from the line, Eli. You get another 2 attempts here.
Yeah, Espinal, like I said, I compared him to Ben Simmons because he's great at attacking the basket and finding his teammates, but the shot is really a liability. As he finally makes one, Tim. And that's William Patterson's first made free throw. They're 1 of 6 now as a team.
And I have to say this, Eli, going into last year especially, or I should say just going into yesterday, I mean, Espinal, he makes both. Espinal is one of their better free throw shooters, so I was kind of surprised as he's struggling from the line. But again, he went and made all his free throws yesterday for the most part. So perhaps it changes. He's doing better from the field. As a steal, no! It's going to be taken up, and it's going to be a 10-second violation.
Great hustle, Tim, by Espinal, diving and sacrificing his body in the passing lane, and then to pursue it and dive on the floor. That was well done.
And they were about to sub in Clark, but then they told Clark to come back to the bench here. 9:53 remains as it's a 12-point game. Brockport up 23-11. So Sapp will have it up top, and I'm surprised, again, William Patterson has not done much substituting, Eli, compared to Brockport. As down low, Ward put it up, and it's missed, and it's going to be corralled by William Patterson. Brockport struggled yesterday with defensive rebounds, and they do not get another one as another offensive rebound for Patterson. As that ball is rebounded down low, as it's going to get batted around and stolen by Brockport. Montgomery Stroman lost handle, no, not Montgomery Stroman, I'm sorry. Dubron lost handle of that ball. And we're going to have a timeout here for Brockport. So with 9:17 remaining, Brockport leads it over William Patterson 23-11.
Just a 30-second timeout here, Tim. So we'll stay right here. Been a really good defensive battle so far. As William Patterson has 11 points on the board. Brockport is 23, but 47% shooting, field goal percentage for Brockport, only 28.6 for William Patterson. So shots aren't falling so far.
So Brockport will inbound. Their inbounder will be Josh Nelson, as he'll kick it to Summers. So up top now, Sal will have it. Sal kicks it over to Nelson, who'll just kick it back to Sal. Sham Selden now will have it up top. And we're going to have a push-off foul on Summers.
I think Clark. Either Summers or Clark, let's see.
I believe I saw 23, yes. It's going to be on Summers. But substitution coming in now. O'Hara will enter the game for Brockport as Clark, who just got onto the court, will come back off. So, they try to do a trap. Espinal kicks to the corner to Sean Smith. Sean Smith over to Sapp, and now, Blugron. Bamos will have it. Espinal puts up a shot, but it's wide left. It's going to be rebounded by Brockport now as So comes up the court as Sham Selden will have it in the corner for 3 and made by Josh Nelson. Another 3-ball for Nelson, a 15-point lead for Brockport, and
Another clock malfunction.
Yep.
So
We've had a few issues of those recently, and I've just been very surprised that the shot clock has been an issue. It's not even like the clock itself, it's just been the shot clock that's been malfunctioning.
and Tim, as a player, if the game is stopped this frequently, that's going to ruin your flow and your momentum. So
I have to
that's
say
not something you want.
that was a big issue yesterday. The shot clock just kept on malfunctioning, so that's something that they definitely have to fix. So Sapp will have control of his heel drive, and it'll be rebounded by Bubron, and he'll go to the line for two.
That was a good effort by Sham Selden. The first time he went straight up, but the second time, once you reach in like that, especially under the basket in front of the ref, you're going to be ticketed with the foul.
If I'm correct, I believe yesterday Bubron did not have a free throw attempt, so this is his first time in the line.
That's correct. And Tim, 10 team fouls now for Brockport, so that's double bonus. That's 2 shots the rest of the first half for William Patterson.
Substitutions also coming in between shots as the first one's made. So Collins and Jones will enter. Also entering for William Patterson looks to be Dominic Mignon. He had a tiny bit of time yesterday. Let's see if they give him more minutes here.
Yeah, the freshman, so.
That's the second attempt from Bubron is good, so he makes both.
Bubron's a big body, Tim. This guy's jacked if you look at him.
So 8:14 remain here, Eli, and I'm surprised. Collins just got back in the game. I know he's been in foul trouble, but he hasn't seen many minutes. As a steal here for Sapp. Sapp looks, he kicks to Espinal. Espinal makes it on a fast break.
And Tim, Collins is lucky he didn't get charged with that foul too, because that was a lot of contact, but I guess they let him play through it. So.
Well, absolutely, and I mean, he has 2 fouls already. He's in foul trouble early on. He literally got 2 fouls in a matter of 30 seconds from each other, so he needs to be careful here. So Summers will get it up top. He shoots for 2, but it's wide right, a little bit out of
That
his
didn't even
range.
draw iron.
Oh, that falls wide left, and it's going to go out of bounds on a pass to Sean Smith.
And Tim, I'm going to be honest. We've been praising Summers, and I love his effort, but he's trying to do a little bit too much. He's got to know his role, and his role is not to take outside jumpers almost 3-point range, so he's got to stay in his role, not try to do too much. He's a little overzealous right now.
So Tyler Collins, he'll get the inbound as he'll have control of it as he takes over half court. Nelson will get it now, and he gives it to Summers, who kicks it back over to Collins across the court. So they set up a play here.
And O'Hara, Tim, is trying to post up on the smaller Smith.
O'Hara sets the screen. Collins drives, he'll kick back out as he tries to do a few moves, and he'll kick it to Nelson. Sham Selden in the corner. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's Summers. Summers puts it up, and it's going to be rebounded.
Well, it's a shot clock violation, Tim, but it should reset because it hit the rim.
Clock, yeah.
So
another issue from the shot clock, and let's see who they give the ball to here.
should be Brockport's ball on the side.
It should be.
Because they stopped it for the violation, but obviously reset once Summers.
After the siren went off, okay, they're going to give it to William Patterson, I guess. Oh, no. Apologize, they're just going to have them go to their benches here. It looked like the Brockport, I think it was Summers who had the rebound. It looked like the ball was stripped out of his hands after the siren had went off and the game clock was stopped. So I'd assume Brockport would get the ball in the corner, Eli.
I'd have to think so too. I think there's actually no way to control that, as the shot clocks are just programmed to go off at 0 seconds.
The shot clock has been a big issue though today. Many malfunctions thus far. Matter of fact, it's been about the 4th malfunction in about literally 5 minutes. So it's not the shot clock control either. I think it's the machine itself. So with 7:05 remaining here in the first after an official timeout, and 26-15, Brockport leads it over William Patterson.
And it's somehow William Patterson ball. I don't really follow. Maybe when Summers was stripped and William Patterson had possession, that's when they blew the whistle. But I could see why head coach Greg Dunn is really perplexed as to what that call was.
So Bamos will have it up top, and you'll kick it to Smith, or excuse me, not Smith. And that's going to be a travel on Bamos.
Tim, we mentioned Bodmos, and we praised him yesterday how well he played. Bodmos is scoreless right now. in 9 minutes of play.
Well, absolutely, and his offensive production is key as substitution coming in.
As he's
It'll
right,
be Martinez who re-enters the game for Sean Smith.
he's right in front of us. He kind of turned over as we said that, but I mean, listen, you got to be honest, right? If
Well,
a guy's
absolutely.
scoreless, you got to hold them accountable.
And he was one of their big productive players yesterday, along with Sapp, as Collins drive turns and a put up.
That was a great
from
dish.
O'Hara. So the big man gives himself some points here with 6:30 remaining in the first half. Bamos has it now, kicks over to Mignon. Back to Bamos, inside to Espinal, as he puts up a shot from the free throw line that's going to be corralled by O'Hara.
Tim, I don't really like Espinal's shot selection, to be honest. I think they can work it around and get better possessions. He's really trying to force shots that are contested and not on good parts of the floor.
Well, absolutely. The past 2 days have been a struggle as it's going to be a foul.
Offensive
on
foul.
O'Hara?
I think hooking, maybe. Let's see.
It is on O'Hara, so I'm a little bit surprised there. I didn't see the hook, but you can't really see that from our angle either. So Sapp will take the inbound, and William Patterson looks to get back in this game. Take over to Martinez as down low to Espinal. Espinal tries to force a pass with hands in the way, and it's going to be stolen by Brockport. Collins has it, and he loses possession, and it will be stolen right back. Espinal tries to put up a shot. Looked like he took extra steps.
He got away with
there.
the walk for sure.
Oh, yeah, but he didn't get called for it.
Unfortunately for Brockport, he did not make the shot, but Brockport would be furious if he had made that attempt. That was an extra step for sure.
And I'll tell you, Eli, very impressed thus far by Brockport's defensive change from last game, where they're actually coming out and getting defensive rebounds. It's like the size advantage is really helping him as Collins have it up top. Are we getting another foul on O'Hara?
No, 3 seconds. 3 seconds.
Okay.
I believe that's a call.
So substitutions coming in for William Patterson. Looks like Sean Smith will re-enter the game, as will Herschel Williams for William Patterson. Also substitutions for, actually I apologize, there is going to be one for Brockport. It'll be Xavier Merriweather, who's in foul trouble, who re-enter the game. Oh, and also Abdullah So also re-enters the game as well. So up top, Mignon will have it. He'll kick it over into the corner. Sean Smith in trouble. Smith looking.
Martinez.
Oh, that's Martinez? Okay. I can't see because I have the ref in the way here.
Speaking of Martinez, Tim, as he turns it over, he's only seen 7 minutes so far. And he was the guy who kept William Patterson in the game against the Valiants yesterday and almost pulled off the upset. I think we got a palming violation on Zach Collins, Tim.
I think so. Actually, no. You know what I think it was? I think it was a line violation on the pass because the referee at the sideline was the one who called it. He called it before the pass was even received by Collins. And now they're going to
The Brockport bench, Tim, is really confused, and I don't blame him. I mean, I'm going to be honest. This officiating in the first half has been confusing to say the least. I mean, I don't know what is going through these refs' heads.
Well, I have to say, the
Strange
first
calls.
3 games thus far to this point has had very interesting reffing between calls, especially with yesterday, how as a 3-ball by Smith is off. But the reffing has been very interesting to say the least. Yesterday with Summers, he practically got pushed around the entire game and didn't even get a call. It was very surprising, and for both Valiants games as well, just the reffing very confusing. A lot of missed calls or wrong calls for that fact. As a drive, what a stuff! They're gonna call a foul. But what a stuff! I believe that was O'Hara on it.
O'Hara with the stuff. I don't know if the foul. Oh no, it's not a foul. I think just out of bounds. That was some block by O'Hara. Big man in the middle.
That was a big stuff for the big man. So Sean Smith will have it now. He'll kick it over to Mignon. Back to Sean Smith for 3, and it's off the mark. Rebounded by O'Hara.
As Martinez goes down hard, and slow to get up.
He was boxed out by two guys. There's a three ball is missed, but it's going to be rebounded by William Patterson. So Martinez drives. He was another big production yesterday, Eli, as that's going to be a block. So Summers will re-enter the game here for Merriweather. But Eli, I'll tell you, the defensive difference thus far for Brockport, it's night and day. There's also substitutions for William Patterson now.
And the physicality too, Tim, something to take note of.
So Espinal will re-enter the game as well as Henry Lures, so they'll get their starters back in. Corner.
Good trap by Brockport.
Yeah, great trap. And that's something they've always been great at, Eli, as a drive by Sean Smith, the put up and the lay-in.
So they finally challenge O'Hara, and it pays off. Good rim protection, but just a better offensive move. He shot it over the bigger O'Hara.
So Justin Summers, he'll get it in the corner. And Collins fighting for it, he'll get it, and then the ball's batted down, but Sal will have control of it. Sal looks to drive, he'll kick to Summers. Collins fakes, he puts up a layup, and it's good.
That was a great composure from Collins. Took his time on the pump fake and got himself a better shot from closer in. That was nice.
The first point of the day for Collins as William Patterson trying to fight their way back, trailing 13 here. A three ball and made by Dominic Mignon, the freshman. So how about the confidence there by the freshman to take a contested shot and draining it? So now Tyler.
He's got a tough task on Collins now.
So Tyler Collins will have it up top, and or I should say he'll get it up top, and he'll drain the three. So 5 points in a row now for Collins.
And Tim, this is what I talked about yesterday. He's a pure shooter. That stroke is beautiful. Just catch and shoot, and it's right there in the shooting position. That's well done by Collins.
Well, absolutely, and he's second in field goal percentage for Brockport coming today, shooting a 63% as a steal. Actually, it's going to be deflected out of bounds.
It's going to stay, yeah.
So more substitutions coming in for William Patterson here as Justin Lingot, I believe that is, he'll enter. He's the freshman guard.
This is his first minutes of the tournament for the freshman Lingot.
And there's another substitution. Oh, it's gonna be three ball.
That's Sean Smith.
Yep. And McLeod will also see his first minutes of the game, Eli. He played a lot yesterday for William Patterson. Collins will have it. Kicks to Summers. Oh, and Nelson will
playing
kick
a little
to
hot
Collins.
potato.
Oh, yeah. Oh, a put up. He was trying to alley-oop it, it looked like.
That's what it looked like to me, too. But that's a charge.
Oh, no, they're going to say a blocking foul.
Oh, no charge.
Oh, okay, there we go. One ref said blocking.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was about to say what is going through the refs' heads. Collins was clearly set, so.
Oh, yeah. And now we'll have a substitution. Sapp will re-enter the game for Martinez. So we have 1:48 remaining in this half, Eli. It's a 10-point game. William Patterson slowly working their way back into this.
And Sapp, I just checked, is 5'7". I mean, this is a feisty little guy, but he's pretty stocky. He fills out at 155.
Oh, an alley-oop, and the put-in! The jam by O'Hara. What a slam and alley-oop. Wow.
Tim, my goodness. That got the gym woken up. I mean,
absolutely.
It's 1:40, but it's 8 p.m. all of a sudden after that one.
Wow. And I'll tell you, that's the kind of pass that you only see in like Division I basketball.
That looked like a March Madness play. I mean, that was beautiful. This is
O'Hara
what I've been saying.
It up and one attempt is short, but man, that dunk had a big impact.
That's what I've been saying about O'Hara, Tim. I mean, he's doing it on both ends of the floor. This guy needs more minutes.
As McLeod drives and he lays it in over O'Hara. O'Hara wasn't back in time. I'll tell you too, a guy that we haven't really talked much about today is Sapp. He was one of their most productive shooters for William Patterson yesterday, Eli. I think he's going to have to turn it around here. So Summers will have the ball up top, kicks over to Collins. Nelson outside, he's going to serve the role as a small forward. So Collins will have it. Oh, great move there. He kicks inside to O'Hara. O'Hara puts it up and lays it in. O'Hara has the hot hands here despite being in foul trouble. And Brockport is sailing right now.
And that was
12.
over 2 defenders. Talk about contested. I mean, he was in traffic. Still
Sean
got it to
Smith
go.
for 3, deep, and he makes it. So Sean Smith has his second 3 of the game, Eli, as he's starting to find a hot hand from outside.
The 3 ball for William Patterson's keeping them in the game. It's now a 9-point game.
And that's going to be stolen by Espinal. Espinal has to chuck something up, and that's going to be out of bounds as it hits the post. Brockport should have it.
And Tim, I don't blame Espinal. He's freaking out. How is that not a foul? I mean, Collins crashed into him.
And he was falling off balance out of the corner there, Eli, so he had to put that up, otherwise it'd be a turnover. And I'll tell you, too, William Patterson's coach Brian Chapman is irate about that no call there.
And I don't blame him, and I don't blame Espinal, but William Patterson's got a 0 in. They got to get one more stop as Brockport's going to have the ball for the remaining 29.6 here.
And substitutions here for not William Patterson, for Brockport. Sham Selden will come back into the game. It feels like we haven't seen him in a while, Eli.
Yeah, long rest for Sham Selden, but
And well deserved for that matter, too.
I think Coach Dunn is looking to close out the half strong, maybe get one more basket here.
So it's looking like a one more shot situation here for Brockport as they work the ball around. Sham Selden will have it up top. He continues to work. 7 seconds remain as it goes 5, 4, 3, 2 into the corner and drained by Collins.
Who else, Tim?
And a half.
Who else?
So off the bench, Tyler Collins has 8 points. 1.5 for Brockport. A total difference from yesterday between the rebounding and the playing ability as they go into the half with a 40-28 lead.
And I'm going to say this right now. If Brockport played this kind of basketball yesterday, they would have won.
Well, absolutely.
I mean, this is the team that went 19-7 last year. I don't know if maybe they just had one bad game yesterday and we caught them on a bad night, but it's unfortunate because the way they're playing right now is outstanding.
Well, absolutely, and it looks like everyone is playing as a team, Eli. That's the big difference from yesterday to today. It's not just Collins going and doing his job and Sham Selden making free throws. And you have to remember, too, these past 2 games yesterday with both tournament games were great close games at the end. So really, you can't even rule William Patterson out right now while down 12.
No, you cannot. And basketball is a game of runs, Tim, especially at the collegiate level. I mean, it's a 12-point game, but it can, in a second, tides can turn, and this could be a single-digit 2 or 3 possession game. So Brockport's got they can't ease up. That's what happens from playing experience personally and from watching. You can't ease up when you play basketball. You have to stay locked in for either 4 quarters or 2 halves, whatever it is, because the moment you let up, that's when the team trailing is going to get back in this game.
I'm going to ask you this, Eli, before we go to break. Who is your up-and-down player each from the half? Because, there's been a lot of surprises, a lot of, big performing players, and then there's also a lot of, a little bit surprises thus far, as in who's performing and who's not.
I definitely have O'Hara for Brockport. I mean, this guy's been tremendous defensively and offensively, and then just that slam alley-oop that put it over the top. And then, for William Patterson, really hasn't been much to show for them, but I mean, let's see who I'd have to go to. I mean, it's really a struggle for me to even pick anyone as they've really struggled. I mean, you could argue Sean Smith. He's knocked down some clutch threes. He's kept them in this game.
Well, absolutely, Eli, and I think I have to agree. My ups for this half thus far has definitely been O'Hara. I mean, the junior forward, 6'8", just not only the slamming just proves it, but he's come out and he's shown a lot of offense today. And his rebounding was a little bit of a struggle for him yesterday, but he's come out and he's really produced thus far. And I actually have to agree with you also on William Patterson, Eli. I think Sean Smith has been the really big surprise for me thus far. He struggled from the deep game yesterday, but he came out and made a few clutch threes to keep them in this game thus far. But who do you have as your upset thus far of the half between both sides?
Upset, what do you mean, player-wise?
Just, like a little bit of a surprise of why
Yeah.
they're not,
I mean, I've been impressed with Summers because I know he does it energy-wise, but in 15 minutes, 6 points, but I mean, he's been there 1 block, a steal. He's been.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a quick break here. Brockport leads William Patterson 40-28. We'll be back shortly. right, welcome back to GoValiants.tv. I'm Eli Zaretsky here with my buddy, partner, Tim Moore. Brockport leads 40-28 at the half. Just over 4 minutes to go here until we kick off second half play. Winner of this game, Tim, will take home second place honors here at the AJ Buchanan. Third place, excuse me. At the AJ Buchanan tournament. So for the second half, Tim, what should we expect from both sides? Brockport has pretty much dominated this whole first 20 minutes of play. William Patterson came creeping back. Guys like Sean Smith have really kept them in the game from behind the arc. What do we expect come second half?
Well, I expect a good game. You know, this tournament has produced a lot of good play in both games. I'll tell you, even one of the blowout. Manhattanville yesterday was down by 17 at one point. Even Brockport, they were down by a lot yesterday and they worked their way back. You know, and same thing, you know, William Patterson has really good shooters. You know, I've been really surprised Sapp was shut down for most of the half. I don't even think Sapp has a point yet, does he, Eli? Okay, he has 2 points. But
no, Sapp has zero.
No, he's zero. I apologize.
In 17 minutes of play, so that's not going to get it done. He's a senior, too.
I was just very surprised because he was one of the most productive shooters. He was one of the most productive shooters for William Patterson yesterday. He was going and creating great shots, but he's been shut out, and he's one of their big offensive producers. I think he really needs to turn it around if they want to come back and win in this half.
I think another thing to take note of as I'm looking at the team stats, Brockport has led this game for 93% of the game. So besides basically the first opening 2 minutes or so, it's been all Brockport. And like we mentioned closing out the half, this is the kind of basketball I was expecting yesterday as well. I mean, this team won 19-7, and I know the only lone starter returning from last year was Sham Selden. But this is the kind of energy I was expecting yesterday, and they just didn't have it against Western Connecticut State. So they're definitely proving themselves today.
And I'll tell you, Eli, too, I've been very impressed thus far. I mean, I know O'Hara was our first half MVP, but how about Sham Selden? Big difference from yesterday, coming out shooting 3 of 5 in the first half, and then not only that, going 3 from the line. This guy's been a great free throw shooter, Eli. He did it yesterday, he's doing it again today. He's knocking down the free throws, that's the most important part, and I think when it comes down late in the game, that's what's going to keep Brockport in the lead.
I think it shows how effective Sham Selden is, because you and I were talking before the halftime break and how we kind of forgot he was playing, but I mean, he's got 11 points in 16 minutes. He's 2 of 2 from 3. I mean, this guy's so effective that you don't even notice he's on the court, you know?
You know, and another big surprise for me, Eli, when I just look and when you're talking about the 3-ball, how about Sean Smith? I mean, I know Sean Smith has a very good outside range, but the shots we've seen him take today have been very impressive compared to yesterday.
Definitely, and the stroke looks confident from Sean Smith, and he's just a sophomore, so if he keeps working on his craft, he's going to be something special. He's come all the way from California, Tim, so across the country.
And I got to ask you, who's been your upset thus far for William Patterson?
I guess Sean Smith, as I said.
No, upset.
That's tough. I don't know. You know, I'm going to say Espinal because I expected more out of him. He only has 8 points in 19 minutes. But he actually has been, he's almost been underlooked, you know what I mean?
Well, I have to say he's one of their bigger players. He's a team captain and stuff. And at first I was going to be honest with you, I was going to say Sapp because Sapp got shut out in the half. But I have to agree with you on this. Espinal has 5 turnovers in the first half, Eli. That's a lot of turnovers. So you can't be, you're not going to be winning games if you turn over the ball. And for the record, there's 12 turnovers for William Patterson. I mean, Brockport does have 13, but Brockport's been able to take advantage of their free throws, something that William Patterson hasn't done much of, as they're 4 from 9 from the line compared to only 3 of 4 for Brockport.
And last thing to take note of before the second half kicks underway, both Badmos and Martinez are scoreless. And they were the catalyst that kept William Patterson in the game against the Manhattanville Valiants last night. So if William Patterson wants a chance, Tim, these guys have to get going.
And I'm very interested to see how Brockport Eli is going to settle out their starting. I think they're going to bring out the starting unit.
So no O'Hara. O'Hara starts on the bench. Gonna be honest, I don't really see the reason for that, but they must like his presence off the bench.
Absolutely.
So second half here. Consolation game between William Patterson and Brockport set to get underway. Badmos will inbound in front of us for William Patterson. It's in the hands of Sapp. Badmos guarded by Sham Selden. And he's wide open under the basket for a layup. So that was a defensive breakdown for Brockport as Voorhees scores. And not a good start here for Brockport, Tim.
No, absolutely not, Eli. But there's a lot of game left, and they just got to fix those kind of issues. You know, they fixed the rebounding yesterday, or I should say coming into there from yesterday, and they're even at rebounds, both with 16 apiece. So I don't think they're going to have many more defensive breakdowns or struggles to rebound the ball.
Sham Selden kicks to the corner. They get it to Summers. Tough shot. He somehow puts it up, gets his own rebound. He's in triple coverage, and he gets bailed out with a foul. I'm going to be honest, though. I'm still trying to figure out head coach Greg Dunn. He's clapping after Summers just took a shot with 3 defenders on him.
And exactly. And
I would be mad if I were the coach.
I mean, Abdullah Soap was wide open in the corner, and he has a good deep game, so I was very surprised that he didn't pass it out there.
Like I said, Summers got bailed out as he'll look to attempt the free throw, and he'll hit. Summers makes his first free throw attempt of the day, gives him 7 points. He's looking to extend the lead to 12, possibly at 41-30, and he does, so 42-30.
Brockport 5 of 6 now from the line.
So good efficiency at the strike. 42-30. It's in the hands of the scoreless senior guard Sapp. He kicks to Badmos, also scoreless. Badmos is cut off. Kicks it back out to Sean Smith. Back to Badmos.
Great screen there by Sean Smith.
Oh, good back door.
Oh.
Fight for the ball. They dive and a foul is called.
Oh, now someone else is holding their finger. I think it's
Sow.
Oh boy. We already had 1 finger dislocation. That was Clark.
And they call a loose ball foul on Clark as they're diving on the floor. So William Patterson will have it under the basket. Substitutions here. Merriweather, the freshman, will check in for Sow. I guess he'll be checked out, Tim.
Okay,
but now they say no.
Okay, no, they were coming for Clark. I mean, Clark is in foul trouble, so that kind of makes sense. A little bit of confusion there.
Clark has 3 fouls, yes. So Clark with the taped up finger will hit the bench. As discussion under the basket. A lot of confusion in this game, but William Patterson will inbound.
What happened is they accidentally ran off the shot clock there, and another shot clock issue.
Sean Smith for 3, bang!
3 threes for him.
And Tim, Sean Smith is keeping them in the game here.
I'll tell you, his shot was off yesterday, but he's completely turned it around, and he's taking great shots today.
Sham Selden will give it to Merriweather, the freshman. Back to Sham Selden. They're playing a little hot potato between Merriweather and Sham Selden. Merriweather's open on the wing. They find him. Merriweather drives, stops, pull up is short, rebound by Espinal.
Great idea there by the freshman, but he also had the outlet in the corner, so I'm surprised he didn't hit him.
Badmos pull-up jumper, beautiful move and scores.
And
that was crafty. That was nice.
Absolutely, and that's the kind of shots he was taking yesterday. He needs to really keep on taking more of those because they're only trailing 7, and they're working their comeback, but he needs to keep on scoring if they want to get back in this game.
Timeout, Brockport, as they lead by just 7, Tim. And if you're Brockport, you got to be feeling a little bit nervous here.
Yeah, just perhaps maybe a tiny bit, Eli. I mean, it's early. We're only not even 3 minutes and a half yet, so momentum's on William Patterson's side here, but the timeout could potentially break it up and maybe find something here for Brockport.
So head coach Greg Dunn, who I've mentioned on many occasions, has me confused in his coaching style, seems to kind of do the opposite of what I'd expect. mad when you shouldn't be mad, calm when you shouldn't be calm. But I mean, I guess there's not much to criticize as he holds a 7-point lead here.
Well, it's also great noting that this is his 11th season, so perhaps his expertise and his veteran and being a veteran also, you know, gives him a little
Work
bit
it
more
around
advantage.
to Merriweather. Summers looking to post up. They do a good job of fronting him. Merriweather will drive. 2 defenders, somehow gets it off and scores. Wow, degree of difficulty, scale of 1 to 10. That was an 11, but good job there.
Absolutely.
Back
great
up to
job
9.
on the freshman.
Badmos drives and finishes. So that's 2 consecutive buckets from Badmos, and he's looking to get going.
I'll tell you, one player for Brockport I think that really needs to get going in is Josh Nelson.
Nelson has 6, but a quiet 6. They work it around to Merriweather. In the corner, that is Nelson on cue. Yes, it is. Credit to Tim right there.
They need to get him going because he's been shooting great, and they just haven't been able to give him the ball much.
That's a quiet 9 points for Nelson. Lead back to 10. Badmos drives, draws the foul. I'll tell you, Tim, I think that was an offensive foul. I think Badmos pushed off, but he's going to the line.
I believe all of Nelson's points thus far today, Eli, are threes if I'm not wrong.
All of whose points?
Nelson?
That's correct. 3 of 5 from 3-point range.
So a little jawing at the ref.
So Badmos looking to stuff the stat sheet here. Short on the first. That was Badmos' first free throw attempt of the day. Couldn't capitalize on the first. Patterson still trails by 10, 47-37. A hair under 17 minutes to go here. Second one's good.
Eli, that is only the 8th free throw make for William Patterson in 14 attempts. Just above 50%, but you need to make more free throws than that.
As they trap Sham Selden, he gets out of it, kicks it to Nelson. Nelson swings to Sal. Great ball movement. Merriweather drives. Cross court. Sham Selden, corner 3. Thought about it.
I'm surprised he didn't
He's
pull
cut off.
that
He's got to swing it. He's being trapped. Swing. They swing it to the top. Oh, corner 3. Merriweather. No good. Jostle for the rebound to Badmos. Badmos will push. And elects to take it out. Sean Smith thinks about it. Drives. And it's going to be an offensive foul.
And I'll tell you, Eli, back on the drive for Brockport, I was very surprised. They missed 2 opportunities there. Sham Selden from deep in the corner, and then they had Summers wide open, but they opted to kick it out to the corner instead.
As Voorhees is called for the hook as Sean Smith drove to the basket. So another turnover for William Patterson.
Watch this.
Full court pressure. Dangerous pass. They get it to Collins, who just checked in for Brockport. It's now in the hands of the sophomore guard Collins. Back to Sham Selden. They look to trap Sham Selden, Tim, whenever he has the ball. Really trying to limit his production. Collins will kick it to Sham Selden. 6 on the shot clock. They're going to have to go. Collins drives. He's cut off.
Oh, they have Collins
Summers,
in the
tough
corner.
shot, and he draws the foul. So good play there by Summers as he was trapped under the basket, but did a nice job, Tim, of getting something out of that. He's going back to the line for his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the day.
And he also, in the first half, Eli, he went and he shot pretty solid. So
The line for Brockport, Justin Summers will get 2 shots.
hopefully he can, go out there and make both.
It gets really quiet here at Kennedy Gym. First attempt from Summers. Nothing but net. Substitutions. Mignon in. Smith out for William Patterson.
And I'll tell you, on the future offensive drives for Brockport, I'd look at Tyler Collins. I think they're going to try to pad the stat sheets with them.
Second one from Summers is good. So 2 more for Summers. He's 4 of 4 from the line. Lead back up to 11, 49-38. 2-3 zone here for Brockport. Espinal's flashing middle. They try to get it to him, but Sham Selden cuts it off. They work it around. That's a 3, and it's made.
That's his first points for Sap, Eli. He needs those points desperately. That's something he was so good at yesterday, pulling up and shooting threes and creating shots.
So Sap's on the board, as he mentioned. Leads 8. Sham Selden, pull up 3. Why not?
He takes good shots. Very,
And
very
Tim,
knowledgeable.
Sham Selden is so calm and composed out there. I mean, it's like he's doing it in his sleep.
Well, absolutely. But at the same time, yesterday, we also mentioned that where he felt like he was too calm and composed. And it was like he was just way too lax on the court. And the same thing with Espinal as well.
As the hook shot is short, Joseph for the rebound. It's going to go to Summers. They swing it to the corner. Merriweather thinks about it, drives.
Oh, good
A lot of
stuff and the
contact,
rebound.
but he'll make it on the second effort. So they say the block is clean on the first attempt, but he stays with it. Lead back up to 13. Chance of defense from the Brockport bench here. They work it around. Sap to Badmos. Badmos, little jab step. The Canadian will be cut off. Canadian versus American. Pull up by the Canadian. Banks it in, counted and a foul.
And guess who's going to come into the game for Brockport?
O'Hara. But Tim, that was a nice play by Badmos, and Badmos was quiet, but he's crept up to 7 points now, all in the second half.
Well, absolutely, and I think that here for Badmos, I think it's going to be so important that he continues to put up good shots, because without him just going and shooting shots that are very productive, it's going to become a problem. Tell you too, sorry to cut you off, but I'm going to tell you too, I've been very surprised. The substitutions have been very confusing for Brockport. It's like they're not sure who they're subbing in for.
So Badmos completes the three-point play.
And what I mean there is O'Hara was coming in for Nelson, but then they slapped Nelson back out there and took out Sham Selden instead. And that's the second time they had a situation with Collins earlier as well.
This is all under Coach Greg Dunn, Tim. Like I said,
Ooh, that was
I
almost a
don't
backcourt.
understand Greg Dunn's philosophies. Collins will kick to Summers. Summers, little pull-up jumper from mid-range is too strong. Rebound to the senior Espinal. Espinal's got to get going as well. He's scoreless second half. Sap thinks about it, drives, kicks to Espinal. They swing it. Good pump fake from Mignon. Espinal, straightaway 3, short, and rebound to Summers.
You know, he's really struggled from out there these past 2 days. I'm just really surprised he's going and taking those shots.
As a pass is deflected and it's going to be out of bounds to William Patterson. They tried to get it to O'Hara. Greg Dunn is arguing. I mean, Greg Dunn argues every single call, Tim.
Well, he wants everything that's good for his team, you know, and I don't blame him as a coach.
Summers now has 7 boards. As Espinal drives, corner, Mignon, corner to 3, short. Rebound by the freshman, Merriweather. They look to push. It's in the hands of the sophomore, Zach Collins. See if O'Hara is going to set the screen. It's a double screen. Summers will pop. O'Hara will roll. Summers looking to get it to O'Hara. He's fronted. 3 seconds, offensive 3 seconds. So, Tim, they're really trying to get it to O'Hara, but actually William Patterson is doing a good job of fronting, not allowing that post position.
Well, absolutely. They've done a great job. It looks like we'll have subs for William Patterson. Sean Smith will enter the game as also as Bubron. He'll re-enter for William Patterson.
Mignon has it. Kicks to Espinal. Nice bounce pass. Up and under is missed.
Oh.
But second effort, 2 defenders, and he goes up with it.
Oh, Bubron
So-
cannot miss that.
I'll tell you, he cannot miss that first attempt, but once there were 2 guys, he's got to kick it back out. 3 ball, why not? So Josh Nelson, 4 for 4 from the field, all 3s. Give him 12 on the day. Total points from Nelson.
And I said before,
Impressive
they got to
shooting.
make sure that he has the hot hand out there. He's very productive from beyond the arc, and I'm just very surprised that no one's going to go and now step up and cover him. But maybe that's the changes that William Patterson will make during his timeout as they trail 13.
I think you got to keep riding Badmos because he's been the go-to guy in the second half. And he was the go-to guy last night as well. Slow start first half, but I think you got to keep running the offense through him. But the problem with William Patterson to me, Tim, is just when they creep their way back in, the lead just gets bigger. I mean, they're still down 13. They've gotten it to 6 or 7, but then the lead gets back up. So Brockport's just been in control throughout.
Well, absolutely. And I seem to think that, Brockport's going to continue to expand this lead. It looks like every time William Patterson gets within 10, they just start to fall apart, or just something with the offensive unit just isn't there. And Brockport, I have to tell you, I've been very impressed with their offense. They're starting to look like the 19-17 they were last year, Eli. And it's all led by their offense. But I have to say, another player that I think is going to really step up on the court for William Patterson, right, or maybe to potentially make a comeback, is going to be Sean Smith and also Sapp.
So Mignon will inbound to Sapp. Sapp needs to get going here. Bounce pass to Espinal. He turns, looks, little floater in the lane. Can't get the roll. Joseph for the rebound. Boubron tries for it. It's going to be Brockport's ball, even though Merriweather corralled it. But they must have said Merriweather got it already after it was out of bounds. So it's going back to Brockport. Full court pressure here. Sapp, Mignon, and Sean Smith will pressure full court. Ball is knocked away by Collins, but he regathers.
Oh, great screen by O'Hara. That was a great job there by O'Hara setting the screen there, and then that ended up drawing the foul.
So Nelson will inbound right in front of us. Gets it into Collins. 11:57 to go here. Here at Manhattanville College, AJ Buchanan tournament. Double team on Collins. He gets
they
it
gotta
off.
look at the big man. You gotta look at the big man. Oh.
They had O'Hara, didn't they?
Oh, yes, they did. And that wouldn't have just been, he would have had another slam.
Merriweather's cut off. Dangerous pass. He's gonna have to put it up. And that's a violation. So
Sean Smith was down there ready too.
William Patterson tried to be sneaky, but not gonna work out. They're gonna inbound it. Smith throws a touchdown across the court back to the ref. I don't know, the Jets looking for quarterbacks, why not him, right? So William Patterson inbounds.
It's hard to say the Jets, the Bills are looking for a quarterback right now, Eli.
They swing it around. Sean Smith, bounce pass to Sapp. Sapp looking to get on the board. That's for 3, and he nails it.
Well, actually, he already is on the board. That's going to be his second point, or a second 3 made of the game.
You're right. His second made attempt, and it's good. So he's got 6 now. 10-point lead. Merriweather matched up against Sapp. They're really trying to get O'Hara in the post here.
They really, well, yeah, they need to work it to O'Hara more, but it's also setting up Josh Nelson.
They're going to have to go. Oh, that was almost a carry from Collins. Little floater in the lane with 3 on the shot clock. Rebound, Boubron. Strong rebound by Boubron.
This defense has done a really good job of William Patterson shutting down O'Hara thus far this half.
Mignon drives. Straight up defense by O'Hara. Well done. Joseph for the ball. Boubron gets it. Straight up D by Summers. And O'Hara corrals it. So good defense by both O'Hara and Summers to him to go straight up and avoid fouling. As Collins will take it, they'll ISO to try to get O'Hara open. O'Hara's there. Oh, and Mignon takes a shot to the nose. That's going to be an offensive foul on the elbow from Collins. As William Patterson is going to try to get back in this game. They trail by just 10. They've really struggled to get it to single-digit deficit. Sapp starting to heat up. Badmos has been quiet the past few minutes. But let's see if they can ride the two hot hands. Badmos has it now. He'll kick to Espinal. Espinal will drive. He's cut off. He kicks it out to Badmos. Badmos for three. Short. Rebound to Espinal. Badmos thought about it again. Will drive. That's going to be a foul on Collins.
Yep. You know, I've also been very surprised that they've really done this much production without Sham Selden on the court.
Oh, so Collins has 4 fouls now. He's going to have to sit for a while. Has one more and he's out.
And so will re-enter the game for for Collins. I'm just really surprised though. They haven't used much of Sham Selden yet again this half. You know, they subbed him out early. And I mean, I know he was in minor foul trouble, Eli, but like the fact that they're coming out and they're putting up this many points without their biggest scorer and producer is very surprising.
Definitely.
And it's not only that too, it's not Collins who was their leading scorer yesterday either that's put up really much production this half. He did it last half off the bench. But thus far, it's actually been Josh Nelson for the most part for Brockport. And everyone's starting to contribute also for William Patterson between Sean Smith, Sapp, and Badmos. I'm really intrigued to see what's going to happen.
$9:59 to go here. Battle for third place here at Kennedy Gym in Haddonville College, Purchase, New York. The Valiants will take on Western Connecticut State Colonials, 3 p.m. right here. Battle for the championship. We'll have that coverage for you as well, so stay with us following this game. For Brockport, Sow, Nelson, O'Hara, Summers, and Merriweather. And for William Patterson, Bubron, Espinal, Badmos, Sapp, and Sean Smith. They get it into Sapp. Sean Smith looks. They kick it to the corner to Espinal. Good defense by Summers. Kick it to Sapp. Sapp will try to make something happen. Sapp for three. Why not?
And he has 3 threes on the day now, Eli. That's 9 points for Sapp.
7-point game. And Sapp, the senior guard of Slickerville, New Jersey, starting to get going here. Ball in the hands of the freshman. Freshman versus senior right here. Merriweather takes it. He wants to set up the offense. He's going to get the screen from Summers. Summers is going to roll. They trap him.
Pass.
Oh, that's a risky pass, and Sal's bumped by Badmos. Badmos is saying that's contact that you can't help. That's just momentum. I don't blame him, but it's still a foul. I mean, regardless of the reason.
And I'll tell you, too, fouling has been really at a minimum thus far. 5 fouls apiece at this point halfway through the second half. Last time William Patterson was in foul trouble within the first 10 minutes.
But maybe we're jinxing it as yet another foul is called before they even inbound.
So one away from a 1-on-1 situation will be Brockport. So maybe they can take advantage of this and go to the line.
To get it into O'Hara.
Oh, watch this. It's gonna set up Nelson. Oh, yeah.
Pumps. All right, they got it to O'Hara in the post. Here we go. Little hook shot. It's good.
I'll tell you, they were. I saw it all the way where I thought Nelson would pull up, but then he did a little dump down, and it was a great idea because it threw him off guard.
So they've been trying that all half, Tim, in Brockport. Try to get O'Hara the ball inside. They finally do. It pays off.
I'll tell you, the one guy that's been production.
Long three from Smith is short. Do not see, sorry to cut you off, Tim, but do not see the reasoning behind that.
No, not at all. And I'll tell you, though, the most production that I've seen thus far today has definitely been out of O'Hara. And also, I think, look, another shot clock violation. That just can't be happening, but, you know, you have O'Hara there, and then you also have you have Nelson, who's out there producing. They've done a great job, I have to say that.
Merriweather drives, gets it to Summers. Summers looks back to Merriweather. As they reset it up to the top, it's in the hands of Sal. Up, they get it to O'Hara. Here comes the double team. He senses it nicely. Great cross-court pass to Nelson, who nails it. And Tim, just like you said, that was beautiful because O'Hara sensed it right away. Espinal came from behind him. He couldn't even see it, so he had to sense that.
I'll tell you, that core vision by O'Hara and just the awareness is just absolutely great. He showed a lot yesterday, and he's shown a lot yet again today. Been very impressed by O'Hara thus far.
And that's a turnover. Badmos is trying to signal that Sean Smith should have gone backdoor as he was being overplayed, but it's a turnover. And William Patterson's running out of time, Tim.
Oh, absolutely. They've been down, stuck. Every time they get to around this 10-point marker, it seems like they fall apart.
They got to get the ball, and that was almost a 5-second violation. They do get it in. And it's in the hands of Sal. Sal matched up against Badmos, number 1 on number 1. They kick it to Merriweather. Here's O'Hara. He's posting up, one-on-one. Good drop step, but he misses the layup. Rebound by Summers and put in. Justin Summers and O'Hara, Tim, are the glue guys for Brockport.
Well, absolutely. And I think also when you have Sham Selden in the game, too, you know, in the place of Merriweather, I think that you have those three. They're going to be big players along with Josh Nelson and Collins.
Boubrone, reverse layup. Can't get it to go. Tip in, no. Fight for the ball. It's recovered by Sapp. He'll bring it out. Corner 3, Espinal, yes. So Espinal got the outside stroke to finally go, Tim.
He needed that desperately, Eli. He needed that desperately. He's been struggling yet again today.
He's now 2 of 4 from 3. 11 points. Dribbles it off his foot, but they get it back. Sal will be matched up against Badmos. Here comes Merriweather. He attacks. Dangerous move. Somehow gets it up, but it's short. I'm surprised that ball wasn't stolen. He dribbled into triple coverage. Sapp. Sal flops. Sapp for 3. No.
Oh, gotta take advantage
I'll tell
of
you, that actually was a lot of contact, but Sal really sold it on the, you know, the expression there as he goes, hey.
And after
as O'Hara rebounds.
Actually, I wouldn't say it's a rebound. I think that's actually going to be credited as a steal.
By O'Hara?
Yeah, because it was deflected off his hand, then went up. So we also have, looks like we're going to have a lot of substitutions coming in. Looks like Sham Selden, Collins, and perhaps maybe
Clark.
Yep.
O'Hara, no. Fight for the rebound.
Oh,
O'Hara again, and he's fouled. Unbelievable effort by Michael O'Hara, the junior out of Northport, New York. Really, really well done.
He's been impressive. Let's see if they're going to send Sham Selden back to the bench yet again.
Substitutions for William Patterson.
I'm just surprised, Eli. Sham Selden has not played many minutes at all.
So O'Hara will look to capitalize at the free throw line. He's done a great job for Brockport. The first one is good. As Sal and Sapp have a little laugh in front of us. Second attempt from the 6'8" forward. That one's strong and rebound by Summers. Oh, risky pass.
I'll tell you, that's something, like you said, that they struggled with yesterday, but they got the job done there and getting a big offensive rebound.
And Collins could have attempted that 3, but I like the smart awareness to know to bring it back out and burn some clock. As he had an open 3, but he figured, let's run something better.
Looks like Clark's going to re-enter.
Summers for 3, way off. That didn't even
Nelson
hit iron.
Slipped up there.
Here comes Badmos on the push. Attack mode. Oh, and he shouldn't have passed that because that would have been 2 free throws, but he'll get it on the side here.
I don't know if anyone saw that, but okay, he's not really limping, but Josh Nelson slipped up really bad there.
Yeah, I didn't actually notice.
He going down the court, he just had a tumble. I think he's all right though.
And also now in the game for William Patterson is Herschel Williams, the sophomore forward out of Philadelphia, getting his first action today. Badmos inside to Espinal, floater over O'Hara is no good. Good rim protection, and Brockport leads 65-53. They're going to just burn some clock here as timeout is called.
Also, Eli, I don't know if you mentioned, but also Clark will re-enter the game also for Brockport.
So we're going to take a quick timeout here. We'll be back momentarily. Brockport leads Patterson in this third place game, 65-53. 4:47 to go, Kennedy Gym. So Brockport will inbound following the timeout. 4:47 to go, 12-point lead for the Golden Eagles. Collins will have it. He's pressured tightly. Oh, and Clark wasn't expecting it, and that's a turnover. So Collins tried to dish it to Clark, but Clark had his back to him. A Sapp will look to create. Three ball from Sapp. Short, rebound to Clark.
And I know it's a miss there, Eli, but those are the kind of shots that that Sapp needs to be taking, because those are just really important shots. And
speaking of Clark, he slams it. Two-handed jam for the 6'7" senior. Well done.
And his offensive production hasn't been that much today compared to yesterday. But he's coming out now, and he's really shined thus far today, especially with the rebounding game.
Espinal to Herschel Williams. Herschel Williams for three. Short, and rebound to Sham Selden. Sham Selden's going to push it, stolen by Herschel Williams. Nearly travels. Gets it to Badmos. Badmos drives. Challenges O'Hara and can't get it to go.
It's going to be a foul on O'Hara there.
But he's going to get two shots, Tim.
Brockport foul on number 33 of Michael O'Hara, his second, team's seventh.
So I just want to point out, not only has O'Hara been a good defensive presence, he's limited himself to just two personal fouls. So he's been a rim protector without fouling, as the first one misses.
Well, absolutely. That was the thing that happened yesterday, where he got into foul trouble early, so his use was almost limited, but his offensive production is still there for the most part.
Second one from Badmos is nothing but net. So 67-54 now.
And see, O'Hara is so useful, not only obviously his physical awareness inside, but also his offensive ability for the pick and rolls and all that. He's very productive inside.
As they swing it around to Clark, they're in no rush here. They hold a 13-point lead. 3:20 to go. They trap Sham Selden. Sham Selden gets by. Great bounce pass. A little low. O'Hara stripped. He's going to stay with Brockport. Tough pass to handle, actually. That was towards his feet.
I don't know if that should be sticking with Brockport. It looked like O'Hara kicked that ball out of bounds when he jumped up.
As Williams and O'Hara are getting into it. Refs have to say hands off, as both players really physical here. They lob it up. And it's stolen. Here comes Espinal. Drives on Collins. Moves out of the way, and he misses the layup. So
It almost looked like for a second O'Hara was going to dunk it in.
Collins pulled the chair on him. The old school move. And Espinal was left hanging to dry as he missed the layup. And that's going to be a foul.
And that's going to send Sham Selden to the line, something that he's so good at.
So the senior, Sham Selden, is averaging 19 points a game on the season thus far. We'll head to the line.
He's made most of it out of free throws, Eli. Yesterday he did it. Oh, wow. He actually missed a free throw. That's
He's human, I guess.
something that he hardly does.
Badmos will pull up for three from the corner and nail it. Good shot there from Badmos. Leads cut to 10, 2:39 to go. Brockport's just got to be smart with the ball here, Tim.
Oh, absolutely.
Can't afford to turn it over.
They need to kill clock, but not only that.
Oh, good look.
Not only that, Eli, but it's also the fact, too, that William Patterson, every time they get within 10, they just start to fall apart again.
Step back. Sham Selden for three. Long.
Oh, O'Hara almost
And that's going to be
had
William
that.
Patterson. So good effort by O'Hara and
It was
Nelson.
Nelson, yep.
But nonetheless, it's William Patterson ball looking to capitalize. They're down just 10. They bring Mignon back in. I guess they're getting some shooting on the floor here.
You see what Sapp is doing is trying to save time.
Timeout. William Patterson. So Tim, William Patterson has a chance here. Down 10, but they're going to have to score quickly and they're going to have to foul quickly. So it's going to be a tough task.
You know, I've been also very surprised, Eli, when I noticed there what they did was obviously rolling the ball to try to save time. But I've noticed that William Patterson's actually been doing that a lot, Eli. If I'm a Brockport defender, perhaps maybe I come up while they're not paying attention and just steal the ball and go on a fast break. Because there, Sapp was practically not even paying attention. He was just walking when the ball rolled behind him. So if I'm someone that's maybe on the left side or the opposite side, I creep up, come take the ball, and basically run away with it.
As we got a throwback playing, little Usher at Kennedy Gym.
I'll tell you, this has been a decently solid game for someone that's only been 10 points. You can't discredit both sides. Just William Patterson came off to a slow start compared to Brockport. But it's like they've tried everything to claw their way back. Now they have the people that they need to, with the exception of Espinola producing. But it's still 10 points because this offense has just been so good by Brockport.
So William Patterson down 10. We'll look to capitalize here. Espinal will flash middle. They work it around. They're looking for a good shot here. Get it to Espinal at the top of the key.
That's a great
Dangerous pass, but he gets it to Smith. Espinal thinks about the three, now takes it. It's an air ball.
You can't be hesitating on those. I know you tried to do a little pump
I
fake
agree.
there,
He had the
but
shot right away.
If you take it away, you're not airballing that. He's been doing a lot of hesitating these past two games.
So Espinal's had a rough tournament for William Patterson. The senior captain who leads the team in scoring. Summers is
That's a
fouled.
foul.
Oh, and he takes a
Oh.
nasty spill.
He already has a dislocated finger as it is today.
He's lucky he's okay. He will be, but that was a hard foul on the impact there. But just once again, I'm loving Summers' effort. This guy's fearless.
Justin Summers blind the Golden Eagles.
So I think there's a wet spot in the paint.
I have to say this, Summers has done a good job finding them this tournament too. He's been hit around a lot. I think I'm actually happy though today that at least he's gotten a call or two. Yesterday he was getting beaten around and
For
he
sure,
wasn't getting any
yes.
calls.
Calls are definitely more on his side today. As he's stretching that back out, because that was a hard fall. So 2 shots for Summers coming up. First attempt is good. Lead back up to 11. And this is pretty much sealed for Brockport. Second one from Summers. He's good, so he's got a nice stroke too, Tim.
Absolutely. He's really good at shooting free throws as well, and his inside game has also been nothing but impressive.
Badmos drives, kicks to Sean Smith. Sean Smith, little fadeaway jump shot, tough shot, and nails it. So it's back to 10-point lead. Full court pressure. Sham Selden loses it, stolen by Mignon. Mignon drives.
Oh,
No foul is called.
wow. How is that not a foul?
I'll tell you, Tim, I have to be honest. There was a lot of contact, but remember, if you go straight up, regardless of the body contact, that's not going to be a foul.
I don't know how straight up that was, though. Mignon almost practically had to, like, duck because he was about to get clotheslined.
So following the no foul on the Mignon drive.
A timeout, I believe, by William Patterson. So 9 to 7 fouls. Brockport just a moment away from going into double bonus. And also William Patterson needing to somehow draw 3 fouls in the next minute and 13 seconds to get into double bonus.
Well, actually, William Patterson's one away from double bonus.
No. Brockport will go into double bonus for shooting wise. I'm saying
yeah.
wise.
So I always think there's going to be a lot of time between these games, but with all the fouling and timeouts, it goes slowly, so it's already 2:40, so.
Well, it's going to be interesting, though, because last game, or I should say yesterday's matchup, did not start on time at all. It ended around 8:40, or I shouldn't say 8:40, that's when the game started. It ended around 8 o'clock, so they also allowed them a 20-minute warm-up, but there was no introductions, which was the downfall for the game yesterday.
They get it into Nelson, and he's fouled, so.
This is where the intentionally fouling starts. I think if they're going to call their way, they're going to start now with a minute left.
So now double bonus, as we said.
So in this case,
2
it's
shots.
going to be the longest minute in basketball.
Josh Nelson from the line for Rockport will get 2 shots.
And Nelson looking for his first points that are not from 3-point range, and he gets it, so.
He's been nothing but perfect today.
Make that 16 for Josh Nelson. Looking for his 17th point, gets it. So
A little bit interested here also, Eli. They brought out Sal instead, and they took out Collins, but Collins, one of their better free throw shooters.
as Badmos drives and kicks, Sapp for 3. Long rebound to Mignon. At this point, they're probably just firing, and they do. Sean Smith in and out. Fight for the rebound. Summers gets it. And this one's pretty much over. Let's see if they even foul. They do. Oh, Sham Selden goes down hard. Foul's going to go on Mignon. So 2 more shots for Sham Selden. Not really sure why they're still fouling here.
Well, they're trying to stay away in the game, I'd say, until 30 seconds. That's when they'll stop fouling.
First attempt from the senior. Good.
He missed 1 or 2, or no, the 1-on-1 situation last time. But he's made every free throw other than that.
It's 4 of 5 from the line, yep. Second one is good.
Look at this, Brockport subbing
Clearing their
everyone
bench.
but Sal out, who just came into the game.
So good sportsmanship, Tim, from head coach Greg Dunn, who I've been a little bit critical of, but I admire him clearing the bench. Doesn't want to rub in the score here. It's Badmos.
As he's also brought in mostly freshmen, Connor McPortland, junior Ryan Ingarosa. Also,
Good defense.
Also, I believe what they brought in Merriweather, and
That's Pavanelli, the freshman.
Pavanelli. Yep. Okay.
He's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot too. So the freshman looking to get his first points.
I believe that's the first points of the season that he's looking to get. So. Yes, it is. It's going to be the first points of the season that he's looking to do. Because he did not see a single minute yesterday.
So the freshman out of Newport, New York, looking for 2 here. First one is good.
So he gets his first points of his career. Now let's see if he can drain the second one, Eli, as this game's sealed.
So William Patterson going with a mix, Tim, of starters and reserves here.
And also freshman Devontae Jones will now come into the game for Abdul Sal.
Second one's no good. As the fans really wanted Pavanelli to hit both there. So Batson will fire. It's long. Rebound to Connor McPortland, another freshman. He'll drive. I don't know why he shot that though.
Yeah, he's trying to get his first career points, Eli.
I guess so, but I mean, I would have run out the clock, but Sean Smith floater, no good. Rebound to Merriweather, and that's gonna do it as time expires, and that will do it. So, battle for third place is won by Brockport. They win it by 17, 76-59. Stay with us, and momentarily we'll have the championship game. It's the Western Connecticut State Pioneers facing off against the Manhattanville Valiants.